Everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing well. So we're going to do some more PSO today, I think. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've done it. And it is rare drop week, so it feels right. Yeah, hope you're all having a good weekend, whatever you're doing. Are we still doing Seas Forest? That's a good... I think I haven't actually checked the RBR for this week yet. Yeah, hi Scorpio. Alright, what is the RBR? Mop up 1. That's terrible. Penumbral Surge 2. I think that's... Wait, Penumbral Surge 2? Wasn't that on RBR fairly recently? I'm sure I remember doing it, like, literally a couple of weeks ago. And Sweep Up 10, which I've got no idea which one that is. So I think it's fair to say a mixed bag. Sweep Up 10 is fairly good, okay. Let's have a quick look on the wiki actually and just see what's actually in that. It's in Crater, okay. Let's have a look. So Sweep Up 10. It's pretty good for booters, good for Zay booters, not bad for satellite lizards. It's okay for rappies. There's a lot of Dolphins in it. Sorry, not Dolphins, Astarks. There's 21 Astarks in it, which isn't bad. So that could be doable. That's not terrible then. I think we can safely ignore Mop Up 1. I still feel they need to do a bit of rebalancing on the RBR because Mop Up 1, even with RBR on, is just not worth doing. I can't think of any real reason why you would run Mop Up 1. Yeah, doing pretty good pick here, not too bad at all. Hey, Jack, good to see you. Maybe with White Hill for Miller. Is it better running that than Lost Heat Sword, though? I'm going to look now. Right, what we got? Mop Up 1. No, not new Mop Up 1. I want Mop Up 1. There we go. 36, yeah, that's not bad, actually. I mean, that is the only reason you would do it. Because there's really no other reason to do that. Hey, Parkins, good to see you. Yeah, so I guess Mop Up 1 is okay if you want a Tolar drop. I mean, what IDs are good for Tolar drops? I guess Purple gets Lavis. White Hill for Hang on Miller. Is there any other good Tolar drops? Most of them are kind of eh. I know there is quite a lot of 1975 Agatellas from Tolars, which I have no interest in. Hi, Ghost Raccoon, good to see you. Yeah, as usual, if you do want to play PSO, we play on the Ephinea server, and we usually play on the European ship, so Luma Race, and it's Block 2, Lobby 21. Rares is rares. I mean, you say that. I sort of accidentally stumbled across 2 1975 Agatellas during the anniversary. And they're both just rotting in my stash now. Fine, I'll hydrate Vector. Yeah, so Mop Up 1, I think we can probably ignore unless anyone really wants Miller or Lavis. I kind of feel last week was the better week for Lavis with the massive rare enemy boost, but I still managed to get no red slimes at all. I didn't even find a single hill to toy during that rare enemy week. I got a Pal Rappy. That was it. You do want a Miller, but you'll run it solo. It was crazy parking, so I didn't even get any millilies. It just felt like the boost wasn't on. Yeah, and I got a single Pal Rappy running Tyrell's Ego because of course I got Pal Rappy instead of Hildatar. It did drop a nearly max stat Sacred Cloth though, which is nice. Try to get F1 Hilda Blue, no luck. Yeah, same as me. I just had no luck at all. Hey Lantana, good to see you. And Disaster as well. I think I'm still burnt out on PSO. You see hooked in Guild Wars now, Vector, that's the problem. You got 1 Millillion and 1 Hildatar and both dropped nothing all week. That sounds about right. But hey, it's rare enemy week now, so obviously things are going to drop now. I mean, yeah, they're all going to show up now. So out of curiosity, is the Christmas event still on? Because the lobby appears to have gone. Or is it finished? Is it finished? Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was today. End of last night. Ah, fair enough. I thought it was about due to end because I know it started on Rare Drop Week, so... Oh well, back to normality, I guess. Not that I really got anything good from the Christmas event, so... Well... That's a lie. First day I got some good stuff and then I got nothing else since. Padaro season is over, it is. It's like 3 or 4 AM CST, okay. Well, I mean, I guess we've got... So if we do RBR, we've got potential Miller or Lavis doing mop-up. We could do... Penumbral Surge. I mean, Penumbral Surge 2 is pretty good for more spaceship stuff, I think. Is that the one that has tons of sorcerers in it, or... You don't need to check that now as well. Right, so Penumbral Surge 2 has 61 Grand Sorcerers, nice. 67 Del Sabers, 200 Guild Chicks, nice. It's very commonly played on Oran, Figuran, and DLScar. Tons of Socks and Del Sabers. Yeah, I guess if Nemu's around at some point, we may do a Green Hill run to try and get him a gold. Do you want Heart of Crazy Tune even though Viridia Spaceship sucks? That's a really annoying thing about Heart of Crazy Tune. Yes, it would be cool to get one, but Viridia Spaceship's terrible apart from that. You'd love gold. I think a lot of us would love gold. Unfortunately, gold just doesn't exist. I'll say that, Mystical one. Yeah, it only exists, sorry, it only exists for you. Just not on Spaceship, yeah. Yeah, because yours was from the Sorcerer drop, wasn't it? I hate gold, don't want it. I see what you're doing there, Vector. The folks in the lobby join you, or you still need some joiners. I am more than happy if more people want to join, because every time we play PSO, we always end up with this awkward situation of having 5 people. So if more people want to join, that would be great, because then we can split the parties up. I know we could do a 3 and a 2 at the minute, but... Yeah, if anyone at all wants to join, feel free. Yeah, sure, Lantana. So now that the Christmas event is finished, we're trying about the next season. Is the next one Easter? Because if that's the case, then we're kind of stuck with normal drops for a while. I guess there's Valentine's. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot for that. It's very minor. Yeah, there is like a very, very small Valentine's thing. Yeah, Easter event isn't bad. I mean, at least you can use the eggs for something. But yeah, we'll get started in a minute. I think maybe we just... I mean, I guess we could probably run all of the RBR stuff, really. Hi, Commander Carrick. And Vintage Gamer as well. Someone by the name of Ascronicus de Laveno made a 70s disco remix of Lassig's battle theme, and they drew him in a purple disco outfit for the thumbnail. That sounds amazing. I'll cast my vote on something RBR or Exard. Well, should we start with... Since I think of the quests we've got, I think Penumbral Surge 2 is probably the hardest of the three. Just because Sorcerers can be a bit of a pain. And there's a lot of Del Sabers. So, is there anything in Spaceship that anyone wants? Start with Mine Offensive. Never. You can also provide any ID or class. Oh, nice. You believe in the gold? I mean, sure. I mean, if someone wants to make a Green Hill game, we can try for gold, sure. I don't have. Well, I do have a Green Hill, who shall remain unnamed. Yeah, no worries, Picker. Yeah, you would think after having like the big anniversary events and everything, and with a double experience week, that I would have more IDs than I do, but I really don't. I've only got a few characters in Ultimate. And I just keep playing the same characters, that's the problem. The gold rate is so low. And even with these RDR boosts, it's still going to be terrible. He's got your 10th level 200 last night, nice. Yeah, I've only had 2 level 200 so far, and both of them are the same character. Only one on this server, though. I just did Huniwall twice. I do have a 194 Huniwall, though, so she's not far off. You've played Ephinea an healthy amount. I used to play the Stack server years and years ago, and started on Ephinea... I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. You got one for every ID note as well, fair enough. Initiate spaceship, I want to hear trick track, okay. Yeah, so I guess we can do a gold run, why not? Did you want to make a game peaker then? I think are you green now, I think? Yeah. Yes, I guess Peaker can make one, and then I guess if we've got another Green Hill, we can do another one. Yeah, it looks like Lantana's Green Hill as well. I have played Card Revolution Ferret Bop. I've streamed it a couple of times as well. Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I think it's a pretty decent game. Not my favourite game of the Phantasy Stars, but yeah, I still enjoy it. We'll do Penumbral Surge 2, Peaker. So it's episode 2. It's just the quest with all of the sorcerers. Yeah, Card Revolution's cool. I will play it on stream again at some point. I only tend to play it now and again because understandably, it doesn't have as many people interested in seeing it. Okay, so I guess if we have, I think we've got 6 people, so I guess if 2 more join Pikas, I want someone with shifted E-band, I guess. And then if someone else makes the other game. Howdy Sky, been playing PSO, PS0, sorry, between hunting and V101. Up to Dark Shrine now, mostly using the jug, water and can pistol. Gonna hunt V101 with my brother while watching. Nice. Yeah, so I think... Yeah, do you want to join that game, Scorpio? Just so we split the ranges up. Sky, do you remember the drop tables on Very Hard Blue Burst on release? I heard V101 dropped on Very Hard. I don't remember. I think we'll probably do 3-3. I remember some of the differences in the drops, but not so much for Very Hard. It was mainly Ultimate that I remember. Yeah, sure, Lantana, that works. I mean, actually, thinking about that dragon, so when Blue Burst launched, it didn't even have episode 4. So it wouldn't have had the episode 4 drops, I wouldn't have thought. On Ep 4 release. Yeah, I really don't remember the Very Hard charts at all. I know the Ultimate charts were pretty different to what they are on Ephinea. I think the Ephinea charts are kind of loosely based on the later charts from Blue Burst, but tweaked a bit. Because I know for a fact that the I know the Blue Adoshi armor that used to drop from Skyly Condrew. I think it was Skyly Condrew, and it was either Skyly Condrew or Viridia Condrew. Maybe both. And I also remember that I think Daylight Scar was a drop from Booters. I genuinely can't even remember what V101 was dropped from, honestly. Yeah, Daylight Scar from a Booter. There was a short period as well where, I think I mentioned this before, but there was a short period where they had Heaven Punisher dropping from Condrew on Bluefull. I'm happy to go together if you want. I know it might take a little longer potentially, but it's just more comfy. I guess it doesn't matter which way we go first. Now, good news is I have a Hell Needle with V502. It is rare weak, Mad Hatter, it is. Unfortunately, I normally do a single player spaceship, so... Well, I mean, I got a Musashi. It's a Musashi with no hit, obviously. Okay, so it feels like hell still works pretty well. Can I still hell Del Sabers? I don't know, it died before. Well, that works. I am not wearing the almost perfect armor, no. I'm using Aura Field on this character. It's kind of a mid-stat Aura Field, which is still better defense than a Cloth. I will use it on another character, though. Yeah, it was so it was a max defense Sacred Cloth, and then it's one-off max evade. Honestly, I don't mind Sacred Cloth as an armor. I mean, the stats are not amazing on it, but it means you don't have to use a Cure Paralysis. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it makes you immune to paralysis. Use Sacred Cloth on Red till you got Ephinea. I think it's a decent armor. The only kind of downside with it really is, honestly, the level requirement is quite high for it, for what it is. I think it's 140 something, I think. I want to say 144, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I guess generally you're going to switch over to Ephinea later on with a lot of characters. I love doing Spaceship with a Ranger. Or rather, I love doing Spaceship with a Ranger with a Hell Needle. It feels like cheating. Yeah, Sacred Cloth's nice. It's a shame that you can't really say the same about Sacred Guard. Sacred Guard's kind of trash. Yeah, Flamberge next scale, maybe you should get From the Depths for the Ring. I know there is some red ring platings that I would like to get, but the problem is that some of the stuff that you need to trade in for them is stuff I actually want to keep. I can't remember which one it is now, but I know one of them requires a Naze Claw. I'm sorry, but if I got a Naze Claw, I'd want to keep it because it's Naze Claw. Got two so far, oh, nice. Hawkins got a honeycomb yesterday from a present. Oh, nice. Nizclaw with 90 hit one. Honestly, I just like a Nizclaw. Even if it has no hit. I genuinely don't know what the best hunt for that is. The answer to that is there is no best hunt because they're both terrible. Forget SGS, now the 20-year Nirclaw hunt begins. The one time I forget to bring Cannon Rouge. Yeah, I'm not sure, Drac, because they're both terrible drops. Like, there's only 2 drops for it. You've got I think it's Viridia. I'm pretty sure it's Viridia. Ilgil's at like 1 in 25k. Or Blue Full Gerters at 1 in 8k. Neither of which are good. Yeah, it's Blue Full Gerter Blue for like 1 in 8,192, I think it is. So, good luck with that. Yeah, the crazy thing as well, like, as rare as it is, it's still not that great because it's still a claw. But it's Naze Claw. It's okay, just buy 2,000 Halloween cookies. I might have 2 if I'm lucky. Oh yeah, the PSO Naze Claw looks nothing like Naze Claw. Actually looks... I feel like Morning Glory looks a lot more like Naze Claw. I do wonder why they change it so much. It's very weird. Just wanted to say thanks for all the PSO content and guides, mate. Really helped me with getting back into this great game. Well, thanks for that, Laurent. Yeah, I know it's an ancient game now, so if I can help people get back into it and approach it a bit easier, then I'm glad I'm providing a service. Oh, that one is Knees Claw, not Naze Claw, okay. Or Nye's Claw, as I used to call it before I played the games. Yeah, I mean, I guess at least Naze Claw does good damage, I guess. You know, it has really high attack power, it has Spirit Special. I think it also boosts simple attacks as well, which... Cool. It's still got a garbage animation though, which is the problem. And it's Honeywell only, so you can't even benefit from the Seal Claw animation. Yeah, it's basically Galatine from home, yeah. The Knights that say Knees Claw. Yeah, no worries, Lantana. Yeah, I did hunt it a little bit back on the Sega Blueburst servers because taking my Honeywell, she was actually Viridia on Sega Blueburst. Which means that Blue Adoshi drop must have been on Viridia. Unless someone else hosted a Skyline game, maybe. Needed a better Megad. Vocation Viridia, maybe. I do want to stress that I did have a Skylight Honeywell before Blueburst, though. Like, my first ever Honeywell on GameCube was Skylight, so... I love it when the Panams jump up and just die immediately. Yeah, and still see me playing this for a while though. I mean, I've still got a few low-level characters to level as well. I made yet another Hunuel, which is Whitehall. I think she's only just got to hard at the minute, I think. I think I also have a Yellow Boar's Ricaseal that's in very hard. And I actually made a, I think it was a Green Elphonium. But he's still in normal. I was convinced there was going to be a Barons behind me there. Well, I mean, I saw that Greenhill is really good net 4, and I know that Phonium just annihilates episode 4. What happened to Miss Mar? He's got no, Miss Mar still exists. He keeps the character select screen warm. I think he's level 7. And he's still wearing cat ears. Yeah, exactly, yeah, he's looking after the bank. Better play Blue Burst, but seeing all these areas and stuff I've not seen before makes me wanna. I think the main thing stopping me from playing more is the complexity of mag raising. The great thing about this server in particular is on the Ephinea Discord, if you really don't want to deal with mag raising, loads of people raise mags to sell them. You can get mags fairly cheap as well, usually. But yeah, I totally get that. Mag raising is not my favorite thing at all. My friends and I interpreted the section IDs embarrassingly wrong back in the damn GameCube. Red Rhea for red drops, yellow bows for Miseritera. Yeah, I mean, yellow bows is a very weird one. I generally can't remember if yellow bows used to get slightly more money or not. But I know yellow bows, at least on GameCube, I know yellow bows used to get a higher chance of hit percentage in episode 2 compared to other IDs. And I think, I could be wrong on this, but I think it was the only ID that could find every enemy body part. I can't remember Mist, honestly. It's been a while since I've looked. I know the hit percentage thing's not a thing on Ephinea because they just balanced it all on Ephinea. Yeah, it was hit percentage in episode 2, I think, wasn't it? Oh, it's a cross scar. Never mind. Yeah, so on Ephinea, they made it so I think on GameCube it used to be, I think it was a 5% chance of hitting episode 1 ultimate and then 1% chance of hitting episode 2. On Ephinea, I think they've rebalanced it so it's 5% in every episode. I don't know why they made it 1% on GameCube, it was ridiculous. You know, Ep2 is much harder. But yeah, let's punish everyone by making the chance of hit really low as well. We had a friend that insisted that his character was Blacksmith ID. I mean, I'm not going to say they're wrong, but... I mean, I guess the implication factor was that it was a black ID. I mean, I guess, you know, every character is a black ID until you get your section ID badge. haven't actually looked to see what the drop rate for gold is at the minute. I imagine probably awful. Ender actually found an unused black ID in the files years ago. That's interesting. It's 1 in 21k. Easy. No problem. There's really not that many barons in this quest, is there? It's kind of weird. Just say it doesn't exist and it will drop. Okay. Yeah, gold doesn't exist. Yeah, easy. It's bad enough trying to find rares on here, but I'm still trying to find all the PSO drops on NGS at the minute as well. And they're not easy either. I think I've still only seen 2 players in the entire game that have them. Yeah, Vector, like that drop is still insane to me. The mod won't let you say P1. He's red pipe if you run out of traps. Oh, nice one. Obviously not for me, but TP refill though. Yeah, 1 in 21,682. No problem at all. Yeah, that drop, the Psycho 1 drop that Zale got, is still probably the most insane thing I've seen in PSO. Is it though? Is it the most insane thing? Well, the most insane thing that I've seen, you know, with the people we've played with. I mean, maybe the double Psycho 1 drop that you got, maybe. Bloody 13 Hearts has a 75 hit gold miller. Jesus. Dare I ask which of the handguns had the 75 hit? I'm going to assume Miller. It was the gold. Oh, that's insane. Should have been on the Discord when it dropped what the conversation was. I can imagine. Yeah, so for those who don't know, Zale, one of the people who play with sometimes, during the anniversary, got the Whitehill Cycle 1 drop, which if you look that up is 1 in 300,000 from a Del Lily. Now it was during anniversary, so the rate was better, but it was still 1 in 200,000 and something. It was one of those cases where I weren't even really looking for it, it just happened. It's crazy, isn't it, Vector, really? 1 in 21k, and we're on Rare Drop Week, and we're on RBR as well. And it's still 1 in 21k. Like, I can't imagine hunting this. Sad thing is, I've killed way over 21,000 of these guys. Maybe you should have did Heart of Crazy Tune. I mean, Heart of Crazy Tune is easy compared to this. It's still not easy, but I think pretty much anything is easy in comparison to gold. You've got Heart of Crazy Tune, nice. I've only seen a couple of heart drops myself. I got Heart of Samba Maracas, not the anniversary gone, but the one before that, which I gave away. And what else? I got Heart of Cyber God without looking for it. It's always when I'm not looking for them. Found all of them except the DB Saber. Nice. Honestly, Heart of DB Saber's underrated. DB Saber looks kind of cool. I actually like how it looks. I'd love to get back into this, but I don't know. I have to get a PC first. Sadly, a mobile phone and console user. I mean, honestly, you probably wouldn't need a very powerful PC to run this. I mean, it is a 20-odd-year-old game, so it will run on pretty low-end rigs, I would have thought. You could also try something like you could probably put on a Steam Deck as well, something like that. You played on integrated graphics, there you go. It is worth noting as well, Maxor, that if you've got any of the console versions and you've got the ability to get them online, there are still private servers for the console versions as well. Admittedly, they probably don't have anywhere near as many people as Blueburst, but they are still there. I think I like the idea of Ephinea holding an axe. Yeah, Heart of Laconia Max is pretty interesting. It's the only way I'd use that weapon as well, because the actual weapon itself is not great. Yeah, that is the issue. I suppose the quality of life changes on Ephinea are really nice. I feel that they do a good job with changing things that needed changing without losing the feel of how the game was. Yeah, my PB gauge is nowhere near full because I've been spamming specials the whole quest. Yeah, I think it would play on more or less anything, honestly. Gola. Unfortunately, I wasn't looking, so I didn't see how much damage it did. Oh, another cross scar, because of course. I see we've hit the part of the quest where Hell just apparently stops working. There's a ring over there. Oh, cool. I'm okay at the minute, actually. Oh, we can also get Greenhill cards here. Because I know everyone really wants Greenhill card. which actually is the same rate as gold. That's insane. So that drop rate normally is 1 in 40,000 for Green Hill card. That's insane. For such a terrible weapon. I'd say I'd be mad if I got it, but I really don't want to will it into existence. You got 2 white hill cards in the same spawn. It's bad enough getting 1. I did not realise they were up to doing Megad. I think I'd be upset, but also find that really funny. And what quest is this? Is Penumbral Surge 2. So it's in episode 2. It's on the Ragdoll boost road on Ephinea at the minute, so it's got boosted rates. It is really funny, yeah, when you find something that's incredibly rare but useless. That's how I felt with the 1975 Agatos. I mentioned this on my Discord, but I literally did, I can't remember if it was the first or second Caves run during the anniversary on Oran. And I was doing it to try and find Heart of SS swords. And literally the first Nano Dragon in the quest dropped in 1975. And I think at that point it was about a 1 in 8,000 drop for Nano Dragon. And then about a week later I found another one. It might not have even been a week, it might have been a couple of days later. Found another one from Americus. Which admittedly is a much easier drop, but... no, so I didn't get a banner for either of them. They stopped the banner just before I got them. So I got conned out of 2 banners. I got a Viridia card from the Gamba from Corrin. Yeah, I mean, I agree, particularly the purple num drop. I mean, the purple num drop was, what, about 1 in 1,200 from Americus? Like, that to me is not worth a banner. But, you know, 1 in what is normally 18,000 from a Nano Dragon. I know it's a useless item, but I think it's still a banner. Yeah, that still really sucks, Drac, doesn't it? That your first level 200 got overwritten by someone getting a Flowers drop. But we rectified it, though. Yeah, it's just really bad timing. I suppose the downside is you don't know when someone's going to find something. Guild's Discord has a banner log for rare weapons. Oh, that's nice. Does that tie into Ephinea then? So you get a feed of all the different rare banners. Oh, that's cool. We have a bot hidden AFK. Also, is that literally how you do it then? You literally have a character logged in one of the lobbies that just, and because it's logged in, it records the banners. It reads from the game memory, okay. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I think I would have been like super mad if my SGS banner got overwritten. Yeah, I think we might be getting to the point where I need to pull out the Baron's launcher now. Yeah, I mean, I really like the banner system on Ephinea, but yeah, it does have some issues. Yeah, the fact that if two happen at the same time, one of them will just kind of get overwritten. Sorry, Garang's launcher, yeah. I should use the skin for this, actually, that's on the Ephinea wiki. If you don't know, there is actually a skin you can download for this that turns it into a blue one. Yeah, this is Penumbral Surge too. Then we'll go back to Hell Weapons again. It's just for the Sorcerers, really, that I need the Garand's launcher for. I also, at some point, need to get another red ring because this character has now obviously reached 180 and I do not have a red ring for her. Didn't even see a rare monster last week, being totally bombarded with rares. Not complaining, but it's weird how it goes. Yeah, sounds about right. Also, thank you for the follow, little MPX. Now is a good week for red ring. Yeah, I guess so. I just really hate hunting red ring. It's just it's a soul destroying hunt. I mean, I say that, but we are hunting handgun gold at the minute, which is probably the, you know, epitome of a absolutely thankless hunt. No, target the Dell servers. This weird haze effect is kind of annoying, but I think that's the thing that happens in most Penumbral Surges, unfortunately. I know you can turn it off usually, but it's fine. But yeah, David, it's kind of weird how the boosts work. It was the same for me last week. Admittedly, I didn't play a massive amount last week, but the only rare monster I saw all week was a Palrapi when I was hunting Hildators. And Lantana got a cure paralysis. That's at least useful. I've already got a couple of things, so... It's on the floor if somebody wants it. And that is a huge spawn. I'm going to assume this is maybe near the end because this feels like a massive spawn. It's not very often I run this quest, really. Mainly because I'm not really hunting gold. I don't really have much reason to do spaceship. But then I got lucky with a couple of rare lilies on Rare Monster Week. Oh, nice. Oh, banner for someone. No one here. Ah, PGF drop, nice. Hi, it's playable, good to see you. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, obviously no gold. We expected nothing else. Yeah, no worries, Lantana. Thanks to the party anyway. Yeah, good at save deployable. Yeah, I caught a little bit of the till end of your Guild Wars 2 stream earlier on, but yeah, it looked interesting from someone who plays Guild Wars 1. It's a very, very different game. I got Heavenly Battle from Ultimate Dub Chicks as well. Again, I mean, that's really useful. I know it's not good as V101, but it's also a lot easier to get than V101. And generally, I'll use a Heavenly Battle until I find a V101, so... Yeah, it's playable. So it's been years since I tried playing it. I think I mentioned this to Draken yesterday, but I think I played a bit of the beta test for it when it first went into beta. And then I played when it very first released, and I don't know if it was just really badly optimized or something, but I just could not run it on my PC properly without it crashing. Before I pull the stream on the phone, yeah, try endless quests. Yeah, we've done them now and again. Yeah, they're pretty interesting. But yeah, for some reason, I just could not play it properly when it launched. It's still a very CPU intensive even now, so that does not shock me. Yeah, so because of those issues, really, I struggled to sort of get into it. V101 hunt continues, but I could hand down my God Battle to my brother. Yeah, God Battle's still fine. That's quite a low payment, really, isn't it, for that quest? You only get 10,000 Mazetta for it. Zil and Sheridan as well. Is the other party still going at the minute? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, the V101 hunt is not particularly easy. It's crazy because it doesn't look like that difficult to drop, but it just never seems to drop for people. I think I've got maybe 3. That's in all the time I've played. Mines offensive next. You seem very keen on me doing mines offensive. Like, no. I'm not doing mines offensive. I really, really despise that quest. Any quest that decides to put mega traps in it is not a quest I want to run. I've gotten quite a few V101s. To be fair, I mean, I suppose the IDs that I main, like the ones I've got high-level Ultimate characters in, don't really have good V101 drops if they have one at all. So I guess that makes sense. Twilight Sanctuary Rudier Go, random BS Go. See, the reason we did Twilight Sanctuary originally was on Skylife for SGS. I thought we'd freed ourselves of Tower, but apparently not. I'm guessing that the other team will probably be getting close to finishing. So I'm reluctant to start something in case they're about done. If you do Twilight, I'll join. You both really want death. I know it has a lot of ill girls. It also has a lot of everything else. I would rather, if I was hunting ill girls, I would rather just do Phantasmal War 4. It's so much easier. I think that's still at about 70 odd, so. Yeah, I mean, I guess next we could do... I mean, I guess the Ep 4 RBR is not too bad, so we could do that. Do a Whitehall run if you want oops all Ubers. I mean, if people really want to do a Twilight run, I will do it. But only if I've got 4 people that are willing to do it. I like that. As soon as I say I'll do it, Vector's like, nope. It's funny that I seem to remember you saying that if I did Twilight, you would come on. Yeah, let's not do Twilight. I'm going to pop on with Lucy, but played all afternoon and think you should take a break. No worries, David. Yeah, if you played all afternoon, yeah. Probably a good idea. I can't even get out of my bed. How can I do Twilight? I mean, you were the one that suggested it. That's all I'm saying. Could do Exard. Yeah, Exard's always good. I guess Exard has a chance for Red Ring as well. Do Oran or Yellow get Red Ring? I think Oran gets the DF shield, doesn't it, instead? I can't remember what Yellow gets from Falls. Oh, you want to do the Mines Path in Exard? Okay. Oh god, is it really Recoil's earring? Is that... I mean, I suppose if you're doing the Mines Path, you won't go to Falls anywhere. I mean, yeah, I mean, we could do Exard. Do you want to do the Mines Path for a change then? I mean, I guess we can just do Exard and see what path we get. Is there any IDs that are good in both Ruins and Mines? I kind of feel like you normally get one or the other. I don't think there's a perfect ID. You commit to one path or the other, fair enough. Well, I mean... Orange first, purple second. For the Mines route, though, I mean... Purple Mines is... I mean, there's the rare flower ones. I mean, for the lilies, I mean... There's probably better ways of getting lilies. Purple's there just for a lily reset. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do either, if you want to do like Oran Exard Mines, or we could do Viridia Exard Ruins. I mean, I do have an Oran I can get. Oh yeah, you know what's going to happen, Vector, yeah. We'll get the opposite route to the one we want. Guaranteed. Yeah, what I'll do is I will go and get my Oran then. To be honest, I haven't played it for ages anyway, so it's probably about time. I don't really play my Huka Seal very much because I just don't feel like she's that good. Yeah, I guess we can do Exard. Just see what route we get, I guess. I'm not spending the whole stream resetting routes, though, if it keeps being wrong. So the one reason I don't really run Exard much when I'm solo, because I just hate that it's like a randomized route. Okay, well, I will make an Oran at one game. How many do we even have? Also looks like the other party's back as well, which is good. Okay, so we've got like 7 people, that's not bad. Right, I will make a Oran at one game then. And I guess we'll try for mines, and if it goes ruins, I'll reset. Password to this game, if you want to join it, is stream. Just let me check Anguish, because I can't remember if I played with Anguish on this character. So I guess either 3 or 4 people can join it. Well, I would say either 2 or 3 people join this, because I think we have 7 people total, so... And while I'm here, why not Gamba? God damn it, Corin. Wow. Thanks, Corin. Yeah, I can't remember what I use on this character. Oh yeah, I just last one everything.
One more.
Because that's how you play Huxil, apparently. One more, fine. Who needs money anyway? I mean, HP material isn't terrible. It's not 100k worth, but... At least it isn't a Saber. Or a Monomate. Alright, so we'll just wait for Sheridan and then we'll get started. Also, nice to meet you, Sheridan and Katana as well. Don't know if I've played with either of you before, but welcome. Oh yeah, just while waiting, I guess I'll show them off my latest purchase. Yeah, so I've been in the process of trying to collect as many Phantasy Star games as I can. And I managed to get a copy of Phantasy Star 4, which again is very hard to show because the light keeps reflecting on it. But I now have a copy of Phantasy Star 4. Japanese copy, but it'll do for now. Alright, are we good to start? Yeah. No, no worries. I can't remember what category it's in. Where is this quest? Is it in here? No? Where is it? Maximum attack, obviously. I don't know which one it is. I never run this quest. Is it Exard stage or Rev 1? I don't do this quest. It's stage, okay. Yeah, so we'll go through, and I guess if we get the ruins route, we'll just reset. Never done this. This will be an experience then. And to be fair, you're really high level, so you're probably fine. I'm just wondering how long it is until I get randomed out by Lily Megad. It'll happen. Also, do not even dare give me another Agato. I swear to God if another one drops. I wouldn't mind Heart of SS swords though, so if Milkweed wants to drop one of those, that would be nice. I mean, I feel like Yukaseel's really good when there's other people. But I don't know, just when I solo with this character, I just find it takes forever. Maybe I'm just really bad at playing Yukaseel. That's probably the likely thing there, but I think I'd rather play pretty much any hunter, or maybe apart from Humor. Alright, moment of truth. Okay, we got the mines route, cool. Which needs Dark Flow, other than that it's just last one or Dual Bird. Problem is I have a Dark Flow, but I quite like it on my Hunuel. Oh yeah, this room. Yeah. So you know about getting randomed out by a Lily Megad? It's gonna happen. Maybe she made a HuCast problem solved, yeah. Honestly, I have very, very little experience with HuCast. I think the highest I've ever had a HuCast is about level 40. Just a Hunuel. I think with me, I'm just not as good at playing androids as well. I'm too used to playing tech characters. Hunter problem is that you need 2 Sphere Dark Floors range. You can just use the old Charge Arm Crutch, yeah. It's kind of insane, isn't it, in this game, like how much investment you need with a Hunter to do like really, really well. I mean, yeah, you can use gear that isn't sphered, obviously, and you'll still do fine, but it just feels that with range, you just have like it's like easy mode. I think the Panams drop photon filters. That's actually quite a nice drop. Get an 85 hit Disco Braveman easy. I mean, I would if I could. So I don't really know the mines route at all. When I do run this, usually do ruins, so this will be fun. Nope, she already got a Silence Claw. Big res. You really like Exile as a quest. I don't mind it, it's just, for me, the random route thing, although it's kind of interesting that you can do different routes, I don't like that there's no way to influence it. I kind of wish there was just a choice where you could just choose which route to do. Because otherwise you just have to reset constantly, which is really annoying. It's like my only real criticism of the quest. I like it apart from that. Yeah, I don't mind Rick Seal. I mean, Ranger Androids are fine because, you know, being able to trap shoot really easily is really nice as well. Is there a good quest to farm Mazetta? What kinds of level are you, Ryan? Are you in Ultimate or are you low level? In very hard, okay. What I would do, one easy way of making a bit of money on the side is if monsters drop armors or frames and armors or shields or barriers, they're usually worth picking up because they tend to sell for a decent amount at the vendor. They usually sell for more than weapons, so I don't know if you know, but basically every enemy type in PSO has its own kind of set drop type. So an example is these little floating guys here. These tend to drop, I think it's shields. So if you can find a quest that has a lot of an enemy that drops frames or shields, you could potentially make a lot of money from it. You'll obviously get bonus money from quest rewards and things like that as well, but yeah, typically, I would say typically if you can find a quest that's got a lot of enemies that drop shields or armors, you'll probably make decent money. So honestly, I mean, if you've got a mines quest, if you can find a mines quest that has a lot of Canadines tend to drop shields. So there you go. So one of those has dropped Glory Shields. I know this is Ultimate, but Canadines in very hard will drop that kind of stuff as well. All good till Barons, yep. But yeah, generally just, I mean, I don't know if you want to pick up everything because there is some stuff that's really not worth much. But yeah, I would say definitely armors and definitely shields. Units don't tend to sell for that much, so you can probably ignore those. Oh, see, you've willed the barons into existence now. Yeah, I'm really bad at playing Hunter Cast. Ranger Cast I have no issues with. I've played a bit of Raycast, I've played quite a lot of Rexseal in the past, so I'm fine with those. It's just Hunter Cast I really struggle with. But I think that is because I've always done Hugh Seal. Maybe I do need to try Hugh Cast at some point. There was a lot of panic there, and somehow it worked out. I will say using last one with Hugh Seal does make it a bit easier, because at least you can trap shoot. I think that's the issue I have with Hunter Casts, honestly. It's just the fact that generally you're going to want to use melee weapons. And by using melee weapons, you basically make it a lot harder to detonate your own traps. Yeah, Twin Blaze is kind of the only way of doing it, isn't it? Again, I did have a Twin Blaze for a short period of time. Courtesy server rollback. You just remember the spawns and pre-trap. I think that's probably a big part of it, honestly. I guess if you know what spawns are coming, you can prep for it. Or you can have a range cast shoot your traps. That also works. Or get a force for trap vision. You see, what I'm getting from that is basically rely on someone else. It really is a lot of missiles. Yeah, I'm really not familiar with this route. I can't remember if I've ever done exam mines. I probably have, but forces with traps, with trap vision, ruin the Hucast trap floor, so I tend to get mad at them. Hey, we could get Lavis Cannon doing this. We're not going to. It's really weird, this quest, that the Sinnohs kind of spawn out of the floor. Yeah, regarding the question earlier about what you should do to make money, you'll learn over time kind of what sells and what doesn't. What's what's worth some money. We've got the good rooms. Yeah, that's another option missed as well. Yeah, if you find any photon drops, you can always trade photon drops for Mazetta as well if you want to. I can't remember offhand what the going rate for it is at the minute, but... Oh, yeah, they do actually spawn under the floor. I've always wondered that if they actually spawn underneath the ground, because normally you can't see it. But because there's a hole in the middle of the room here, you can see them spawn underground. You actually see there's one like up this side of the room. You might be able to see it very well, but I don't even see my cursor, but there's like a few there. Just waiting. I see you. Did I get a Lavis blade yet? I don't even have a Lavis cannon. Or a Cincester. So no is the answer to that. See, I did hunt red slimes on Red Rear last week and just got none. 200% rare enemy rate. Apparently not. Need to farm a Cincester one of these days. I wonder what the best way for Cincester is. I mean, I know Oran Hildatar drops it. I just wonder if that is the best way of getting it. Again, it's another thankless hunt, that though. Yeah, you could use Skylight Barons. I mean, it's a terrible rate, but I mean, I guess there's a quest with a lot of Barons, maybe. Right, unfortunately, I can't do the Gazunder glitch. Oran Hildatar is the way to go, I'd say. I kind of hate how Hildatar has so many valuable drops. It just feels like you're constantly hunting them. It's one thing I would like to see rebalanced a bit because I feel like Hildatar's too valuable at the minute. Oh, this guy drops 0 divide. I actually wouldn't mind one of those just for the collection. I know it's kind of terrible, but it's something I never found, so... Why is it always the last one you look at? It's weird to envelop normally. I'm so used to using the Gazunder glitch to just skip this. Oh, again, it's the one behind again. Yeah, there's a couple of weapons like that, Vector. I know Zero Divide's affected by that bug, and I think, is it Asteron Belt as well, I think? Where they have reduced specials instead of unreduced. Which really sucks because Asteron Belt with unreduced health would be really nice. Do I have a DLB? I do. Kind of funny that Volop's second phase just was so less. Oh, that's a shot. So Sheridan got a Zero Divide, which is cool. Congrats on that. I got a PD, which I will also take. You were on the teleport. I think you might be able to go back at the end of the quest, potentially. Yeah, Zero Divide. Yeah, it looks a bit like a Tonfa. It's one of the new Ash weapons in NGS as well. You got a Rare Lily drop and a Heavenly Power Rage. Oh, nice one. Yeah, it's a weird weapon, Zero Divide, I think. So there is a bug with it where its special's reduced when it shouldn't be. So it has like a reduced Blizzard, which is awful. But it does grind to 99 though. So at least it's fairly strong. I mean, Daylight Scar's still going to beat it out, obviously, but I mean, at least has that going for it. Excuse me, I'm trying to use the Tekka. Do you mind? Miss, I'm going to need you to move. Go on, you can do it. A bit more. There we go. I don't even have anything anywhere. Brilliant. I was going to say, I would be surprised if it was 95 hit because it didn't ban it. I don't know what Zero Divide needs for a banner. I'm going to assume maybe 90. Hi, Kissy Turbo's good to see you. I will say that route, the Mines route, feels way easier than the Ruins route. Yeah, actually, since we've got this Glorious Shield here, these Glorious Shields, to the person who was asking about money earlier, you'll probably start finding these in like later very hard. And this Glorious Shield, for example, sells for 3,000 Mazetta. So that's not bad really for one item. Warren Fowles getting my red ring. I hope so. I want to see that banner soon. What's the drop rate for the red ring at the minute? I'm going to assume it's maybe about 1 in 150 or so, maybe. It's kind of a shame that the Christmas event ended. Would have been nice to have the double RDR boost, but I guess it had been on 4 weeks. Okay, I'm guessing no red ring because a few of them are back on Pioneer 2, so... We nuked it on the first phase. It is kind of funny how relatively easy Falls is in PSO. Really, the only way you're going to die on Falls, typically, particularly at higher level, is from the Rabata spam. With the mine combo after. But apart from that, really, I mean, I guess at low level, his big slap is pretty dangerous, but... Or if you fall asleep on the Megid. So I was reading, apparently there is a bug with Falls' Megid. I think it's only in Hard and Very Hard. But in Hard and Very Hard, he apparently literally cannot kill you with the Megid. Apparently there's an issue with how must be how it's coded or something. And Megid literally cannot kill you. I think in Ultimate it can. But it's so low level that you would literally have to walk into it. I can't remember if it was on the Ephinea wiki that said that. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you stand still and just let death come for you, then you deserve everything you can get then. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not a higher level Megid because it does travel really slow. I think it does say the Megid level on Ephinea. But yeah, apparently it just doesn't work in Hard and Very Hard. I mean, it may as well not work in Ultimate as well for how low level it is. It is very weird that Dark Falls, like literally this god, has really low level Megid. I guess the Grants is fairly strong, but... Even then, I kind of feel like the Grand Sorcerers do more damage with that. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. Well, we do still have 8 people, so I guess we can do 2 more parties again. Anyone that's in the lobby at the minute, is there anything in particular that you're hunting at the minute? I'm just mindful that it is RDR week, so maybe we can help out with some rare hunts. As usual, the real red ring with a frenzy made along the way. Heart of Laconia Max, okay. Yeah, shoot, we can do a Heart of Laconia Max run then. Any good blue drops? I mean, the current RBR Ep 4 quest has 21 Astarks in it, which drop limiter. Just saying. Mother Guard plus V101 Chainsword and another LK38. Okay. Near's Claw. Siren Glasshammer's a really interesting one. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it. I guess it boosts Gibata like crazy, but I guess it's Gibata. It's an interesting weapon though. Yeah, so I think we've got 9 now with Vector, haven't we? So I guess we could do like 3, 3, and 3. So we could do Skyline run for Heart of Laconia Max. Do that for one of the runs. We could do... Let's see, so there's V101, there's limiter. We've got 10 now. Hi, Vectroid. Yeah, so I guess we can do Heart of Laconia Max. Mother Guard Plus, is that a Condrio drop as well? I think it is, isn't it? So yeah, was that... I want to say, is that Pinkle? Siren Glass Hammer is 7 million. What ID is Siren Glass Hammer on? Yeah, no worries, Vectroid. Oh, they're all blue full, okay. So we could do, yeah, so we do a Skylight run, a blue full run. And then, was there anything else? Yeah, I think, yeah, if it's blue full, obviously we'll have to do Max E for the boss anyway, and it'll be the same for the Skylight one as well. So it's probably just going to be a few Max E runs, I think, isn't it? Let's see what else. I mean, hey, blue full, there's a few girders. It could get Naze Claw as well. So what have we got so far? Yeah, so there's a couple of slots in Parkinson's game that's for Heart of Laconia Max. So I do have a blue full I could use, but he's only like level mid 80s, I think. You just found a superior vigor run in Guild Wars. Oh, nice. Yeah, no worries, missed. Yeah, so we do a blue full run, and then I guess for the last run we could do more or less anything really. Guild Wars stream 1. Honestly, like with Guild Wars at the minute, I'm kind of just enjoying playing it off stream and like revisiting it. I mean, I may do stuff on it eventually, but like for now, I'm happy just playing it. So, what IDs have we got? That's another blue full, okay. Yeah, so for blue full, I mean, I guess we could just do 2 blue full runs maybe, because I know someone wanted limiter. I kind of want Naze Claw, so I guess we could just do 2 blue full runs. That works. Yeah, so it'd be blue full episode 4. And if everyone joins, then I'll join one. I'll try and pick a class that sort of works the best. Yeah, Vector, hopefully we'll finish Prophecies next week, hopefully. Yeah, there's one more slot in Parkinson's game for Heart Laconia Max. The password to that is stream if you want to join it. That is the one unsurprisingly called My Axe. I think the password to stream is that's the Naze Claw one, isn't it? Yeah. The My Axe one is this one, which is for Heart Laconia Max. It kind of depends what you're going for. So we've got a few games going. We have Blue 4 is one of them. Naze Claw's one, and My Axe is the other game. So there's 3 games there for you to choose from. Is there any classes that we're really lacking at the minute? So we've got Funnywell, Ranger, Hunter, Ranger, Force, Hunter. Yeah, we're fairly balanced. I think Ep 4 I might switch characters though. Yeah, I'll switch. But yeah, people in the lobby, just join whichever one you want to, and I'll just file into what is left. Also, apologies if you can hear any wind noise in the background. There is a really bad storm here at the minute. Just as a warning, I'm a disaster as a force. Yeah, I might bring my 4 mile then. We haven't used it yet, so... Okay, so they've got 3. Yeah, I think a few people have dropped, haven't they, I think? Unless they're changing characters as well. So I guess there's us 2 left. What it might be easy to do then is... Yeah, I think because we've dropped a couple of people maybe. Yeah, what we could do is... Do you want to just condense both the Bluefield games into one game then? Because I think if one of the people leaves the Bluefield game, we could... Potentially, we can fill one game. Alright, so how many have we got? It keeps changing constantly. Right, how many people do we have now? Okay, now we have 6. So now we can do 3 and 3. Okay, so I guess we remake Bluefield games again and do 3 and 3. Ah, yeah, Victroid is AFK, yeah. Yes, that would make it like a 3 and a 2. Can I solo? It's up to you. I mean, if you want to solo, that's fine. I know it's always awkward when there's 5. Yeah, like 3 and 2 is a bit spicy. I mean, 3 people's fine, but 2 is a bit... Well, it's not ideal. Do we need one more for 3-3? Yeah, I mean, if you want to join, feel free, Nimble. Yes, so we might have 3-3 potentially. Yeah, if you want to join Nimble Soul 3, feel free. We're just on the European ship, just block 2, lobby 21. Yeah, no worries. No, it'd be great to have you. Yeah, I say it's always really awkward when you have 5 people because you don't want to, you don't want to make someone solo because that kind of sucks. But then running 2 people and 3 people isn't great either. Again, 3 people's fine normally, but to run something like max attack with 2 people is a bit sketchy sometimes. No, it's fine, Sherida. We've got enough for 3 and 3. We've got someone else joining, so yeah, no worries, Nimble Soul Thief. That sounds good. Yeah, we've got another person joining, so alright, nice. I'm assuming this is Nimble Soul Thief then. Okay, so yeah, I guess if we make 2 blue full games then, and if we just split it 3 and 3. Oh, nice to meet you, Nimble. Yeah, so just try and split it, just try and make the classes a bit even if we can. I think as long as there's a force in each game, we're fine. Again, just make sure that you go 3 and 3 and not 4 and 2. You guys go ahead first, by the way, because I'll join the last one. One range and 1 force on each side. Yeah, that would be handy. So I think, so obviously the first game already has a 4 new world. Second game is just a ranger, so I mean, ideally, I guess a ranger would join the first game, and then a force could join the second one. We do have 3 forces, like Pika said, so we should be fine. I mean, to be fair, I'm basically a hunter. Yeah, so join whichever one you want, Scorpio, because the teams are pretty balanced anyway. Alright, I will join this one. I need to do this every time I play a 4 mile. I have to do the weed feint. Oh, we've got 4, cool. Is there a reason you don't filter games? I just don't. Yeah, there's no particular reason. Yeah, so it is maximum. I think it's called. Is it maximum attack E? I think it's called. I can't see the quest counter at the minute because I'm not leader. Yeah, maximum attack E. Hope I'll get great drops. So thanks, Casey. Yeah, hopefully. Ziggy did basically teach me this quest, like where you're meant to stand and everything, but I have admittedly forgotten most of it. And to be fair, it probably wouldn't apply much to this character anyway, because most of what he told me is for when you play the 4 new or 4 new world. So now we just wait for all the rare enemies to show up, because you know it's going to happen. It's actually been a little while since I've run this. Again, the IDs that I use, I don't tend to really run this quest very much. Yeah, it's a really, really good quest though for, well, for tons of different drops. I do still need more attack power with this character so she can use a Soul Banish, but she's not quite there yet. So it's 1900 kilometers. I mean, it's not terrible. Love the Phantasy Star 3 BGM. Yeah, this is definitely one of the better tracks, I think. I think it's safe to say that 3's BGM is a mixed bag, to say the least. But I think most songs in the game are good. I have to say that was one of the downsides about the version of Phantasy Star 4 that I got. Because it's the Japanese version, I have to use a converter to run it. And for those who don't know, European Mega Drives use PAL, which is 50 Hz, as opposed to 60 Hz. So all the music is slowed down. Well, the game in general is slowed down. Funny thing is, the title screen music still sounded good, even slowed down. Which I guess says a lot about the music, really. I mean, I don't really mind because I didn't buy the cartridge to necessarily play it much. It's mainly for the collection, but realistically, if I'm going to play a full, I'm probably just going to play the Steam version with the, you know, save states and everything. EU moment. Yeah, we got really screwed on consoles, didn't we? We basically played everything in slow motion. Like, Sonic the Hedgehog was not so Sonic. It's actually really weird to me going, for example, on the Mega Drive version on Steam. If I play Sonic on that, and then go back and play it on the actual Mega Drive, it feels really weird going backwards and forwards between the two. Hi, remote, good to see you. Any good drops so far? Absolutely none, really. Someone that we played with got a Zero Divide, which is some like weird daggers, which are interesting at least. But yeah, no, nothing great yet though. I also just realised that Pika's 4 new was only level 94, so this is probably going to be a bit rough. Should be a good experience though. Sand's got a Photon Crystal, nice. Again, at least they're useful. Wow, I actually predicted a Dolphin spawn properly. It's a first for everything. Yeah, the wind is very, very angry outside at the minute, so I'm quite glad I'm in here. I still find Full Mile kind of a weird class. Like, I enjoy it, but it does just feel kind of Hunuel adjacent. Oh, Pika got disconnected. Is it your internet again, Pika? Because I know you've been having problems with that before. Or it could just be PSO being worried. I know PSO does seem very, very sensitive to like connection changes or anything. It feels like you just disconnect at the slightest thing. Yeah, it sucks. I've been there. Fantasy's that offline, yeah. It's still not half as bad as it is Monster Hunter. That's a good point. Actually, the ID will have changed. So what ID is silence because it will have gone to them, I think. I'm trying to see, but I can't see the badge. Oran. I mean, Oran's still good, episode 4. That still works for me. I'm happy to continue. I can never remember which way around it is. Is Oran lame or is Oran Daylight Scar? It's weird because you would assume it would be Daylight Scar, wouldn't you, with it being like the dagger ID. But no, it's lame apparently. I really wish I had a good way of taking care of these. Guess time to spam grunts. Which actually does a ton of damage with grunts. I know Full Mile is like the grunt class, but Full Mile with Mercurius Rod is disgusting. I should probably make another one. I'm pretty sure I've got the paths to make one as well. Yeah, because Merc Rod is that 30% boost grants? So I think Caduceus might be 20. Yeah, I do like Full Mile. I think it's a really cool class. It just takes a really long time to get going. Oh, do you know what the downside is about the ID changing? No more Nez Claw drop. She has a bit too low stats like Huni. Yeah, Honeywell's a bit low as well. I mean, I think Honeywell does fine, honestly. But I would not be against a slight stat increase. Although I suppose if they buff Huni, they probably have to buff Humar as well. You think it's the server? Yeah, I was nowhere near PB, so no worries. I love 4 Mile trying to use Tyrell's Parasol without hit. It's just miss, 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 miss. Max ATA, by the way. Wife's bugging you. Well, the good news is the zoo's now dropped V801. I think it's interesting how the ID thing works. You know, so if someone leaves, it just switches IDs. That's not how it used to work on Sega. So on the Sega server, you could literally have, yeah, it was the same on GameCube as well, wasn't it? On GameCube, you could have someone make a game for you and then use their ID, and that they could just leave and it would stay on their ID. And it was the same on Sega Blueburst as well, because I used to get people to make Skylight Tower runs. Okay, yeah, we're going to grant you. Hey, 1 in 910 for Cincester. Saw a guy that says you can do that on Ephinea too. To be fair, I probably said that in one of my guides as well, because I thought that's how it worked. But yeah, I know on Ephinea it doesn't work like that now. I don't know how long it's been like this for. Probably quite a while, I think. But yeah, on Ephinea it changes IDs to whoever's the current leader. And if you're not sure who the current leader is, you can normally work it out by the coloured gems. It's like normally your red gem is your player 1, normally green is player 2, yellow is normally 3, and blue is normally 4. That can switch around though, so I mean, if you're not in a quest and one of your players leaves, obviously whoever joins in will just take that colour. Yeah, on Ephinea, obviously you can use, I think it's, is it party info, I think? Yeah, that tells you the ID there. Which is probably what I should have done before, rather than trying to run around after silence and try and figure out what his section ID was. Pinkle Desert's actually really good. I should probably run this more. There is a few drops I definitely want from here. I mean, a Slicer of Fanatic would be nice. Again, another weapon I've never found. Oh, that is not a good place to be. Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, don't stand there. Unfortunately, it has revived me directly in the line of fire again. Can you not? I mean, the least you could do is drop Cincesta. I suppose the good thing about episode 4, I think most IDs are pretty solid here. I know there's one or two that are not great, but I think generally most IDs have at least a couple of good drops in Ep 4. It's still by far my least favourite episode though. Yeah, I really need to hit. I mean, I've got some hit on this Rambling there. It was this 25? Yeah, 25 hit on this, which is, you know, pretty nice. Yeah, I definitely need to get her a red ring once she gets to 180. That will help a lot. My ranger also needs a red ring. I unfortunately lack the PDs to get several red rings. Ranger's fine with wall, hunters and forces are first priority. I mean, my Phony Wall doesn't really need one. Because realistically, I'm not going to use her in episode 2 anyway, for the most part. My Phony Wall is just fine with merges and 3 seals. So I think I probably just need a red ring for... My Rimma would be nice, but, you know, again, she does have Ranger Wall at the minute, so it's less of a big deal. And I guess my 4 mile's still a little while off, so... Maybe by the time she gets to 180, maybe by then I'll have enough PDs. Just one of those things, red ring. It's like, I know the way to hunt it really isn't too bad, but it's just kind of mind-numbing to hunt. The forces all use keyboard, it seems like you'd have to. Kind of varies. So in Blueburst, obviously you've got that palette along the bottom of the screen. You've got a couple of options for that. You can use keyboard, which honestly is what I do. I play with a controller, but I basically have one hand on controller and one hand on keyboard. It's a really weird way of doing it, but typically I'll only go to my palette for each individual spawn. So at the start of this spawn, I'll go keyboard, hit Zalua, and then back to my controller again. Everything that I need to use regularly is on my controller palette. You do also have your quick menu. That can be a little bit cumbersome to use for Force though, because you've got so many techs. Another option you've got is, if you've got a controller with, like Silence is saying at the minute, if you've got a controller with like extra buttons or back paddles or anything, you could potentially get that to map to, to different numbers on your bar at the bottom. Which honestly is something I should probably do. And for me, I'm just so used to playing like this with Force. Essentially, the way I have this set up is like text that I use not too often, I put on the bar, and text I use a lot are on my main controller palette. So Resta is there because I'll need to use Resta fairly often. And Rabata is there for if I want to free spam things. You'd think Gel and Zalo would be there, but honestly, you only use it really once per spawn anywhere. And if I'm soloing, a lot of areas I won't really need to use it anywhere. I mean, yeah, it would help, but... You can use everything on controller with Steam input, button chords, don't need to use extra buttons. Oh, that is another way of doing it, isn't it? Yeah. So with the button chords then, do you... Is that basically like button combinations that you use? This is going to be an interesting place to do it because I keep getting knocked over. There we go. You can do enough combinations to hit all buttons, 1 to 0, front and back palette. Oh, nice. Yeah, I never really used Steam input with Bluebirds. I think what it was, because when I used to use a Nintendo Pro controller, for me it just never really worked properly. I could never get it to work like fully with a Pro controller for some reason. I still don't know why, because I know I used one and it was fine. Holding the triggers and pressing the face buttons on mine presses 1 to 0. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. It's foot on crystal. I'll take it. It's something. Can't get Steam input to work, so I'm on a keyboard and Force. Yeah, for some reason Steam input just wouldn't work for me when I had a Nintendo Pro controller. Admittedly, I haven't tried it with this controller. I'm so used to there being like another Gerta behind you on that spawn from the anniversary quests. You have a touchpad regions if your Steam's like bound numbers. That's a really good idea. Alright, let's try this, I guess. No idea what this guy drops for Oran. Rupika. I mean, it's something I don't have. Another very, very weird shield. It's a shield that for some reason boosts Shifter. It boosts the range of Shifter. So it's basically just a Shifter merge with better stats. Sure. What are you weak to? That, apparently. Yeah, it's also weird that the shield is called Rupika despite not really having any link to the character Rupika. Not that I can make out anywhere. It is very weird. Sega really cooked with these rares here. Because what everyone wants is a shield with like decent stats that has a shifter boost. I mean, I guess if you used it on something like Uniwhirl, I guess your shifter has more range. But it doesn't boost D-band. Oh, I got betrayed by the safety rock. Ah, I see he's in one of these moods. It appears to be Rabada. Oh, Jock got a Mother Guard Plus. Oh, nice one. Congrats on that. And Miss got a Smartling. Nice. It's actually safer to hug the wall on the right for the tornado. Right, which hole has he gone back into? I could, you know, look at the map. That would be an idea, but why do that? Also, yeah, you got Condrew when it's not Rare Monster Week, because of course you did. And obviously, wasn't your game... Oh, was it another Blue Full game, yours, I think? I hate the timing on the spinners. They're just designed to screw you over. I'm gonna get that Rest of Shield Wonder. The missiles were wiggling. Yeah, the spinners are kind of timed so that if you get hit by them when they come on the ground, when you get up, they're perfectly timed to hit you again. Yeah, I saw that wiggly missile. I did get knocked down, or did I? I'm moving, so do I have any wiggly with 4 mile? Okay, I've got wiggly hair. I mean, it's not funny well wiggly bobbly hat, but it's close. It's such a dumb glitch. We did get the wiggle, we did. I mean, if you're not trying to get knocked down at the end of the fight, what are you doing with yourself? Thanks for the dime, mate. On the subject of weapons that are kind of useless, I mean, I know Glide Divine is really useful for obviously the Jelen and Zala range, but does anyone actually ever use the special on Glide Divine? Oh, someone just found a red wrinkle. Stolen. I don't even know what level Anti is. I'm going to assume level 1. Maybe it's level 3. I can't see it being higher than that. It does also boost resistances, yeah, which is something that a lot of people don't know. Yeah, so if you look at my resists, I might have to actually just remove my camera quickly to show you. Yeah, so my resist at the minute, you can see that's what I've got currently. So like 28 and 16, and then a couple of 8s. And if I equip Glide Divine, they go up quite significantly. It's actually a really big boost to your resistances. So if you weren't aware of that, you can use Glide Divine on things like falls. I know Ziggy uses it quite often on falls. To basically just absolutely neuter the amount of damage that falls does with techs. Because it doesn't tell you in the description, because of course it doesn't. A solid blue cane that boosts the power of techniques. Yeah, I mean, 3 seals just gives you really good resists anyway. But yeah, you know, Glide Divine just doesn't tell you at all. It also has that ability where if you keep it equipped for 10 minutes, it fully restores your TP as well. Which again, a lot of people probably don't know about. It's a weird weapon. Well, we got a PD and a Photon Crystal. Which kind of sums up my drops in PSO recently. Glide Divine uses anti-3. Yeah, I can't really think of a reason you would use that. Get Mercurius Rod on stream. I mean, I think I have it unlocked on my Henuel, I think. It's like a certain weapon you use in Megid 1. Ah, yes. To be fair, I think most of the weapons that cast techs for a special are kind of useless. I guess exceptions are what? Sulfurino you can get some use out of. I guess S-Red Blades for Android Hunters. Can't think of too many others I would actually use the inbuilt techs on. Oh yeah, Twin Blaze, yeah. No, that's fair, yeah, Twin Blaze is really good. Again, I'm pretty sure it's only about level 1 Gifoy, but you're basically just using it to detonate traps anyway, or interrupt things, so... I can't remember if I actually got another Mercurius Rod. And I've got one on my Funuel, I can't remember if I got a second one. It's a random level between 1 and 10. I mean, to be fair, even level 10 Gifoy is not great, especially on a cast as well. But realistically, you're only going to really use it for trap shooting, really. Yeah, so we've got about 9 people. Well, maybe we've got time to do maybe one more run or something. I'm trying to think if there's anything worth doing at the moment. I mean, the RBR, we've already done some Ep 4. We've done the Ep 2 RBR. The Ep 1 RBR is not great. Have to go, but thanks for having me. Oh, no worries, Imbecile Thief. Thanks for joining as well. Yeah, because I can't really think of many reasons to do Mop Up 1 at the minute, so I don't think we should bother doing that. How about, because we don't do it very often and someone mentioned it earlier, is anyone up for doing endless quests? No, we don't do it that often. I'm just thinking it's something a bit different. I'll take that as a yes. Well, what I'll do is I will make I'll make one game then. And then... Yeah, so endless quests, they're a type of quest on Ephinea. Ziggy normally does it on yellow, okay. Yellow Ep1 endless, okay. Yeah, so it's basically quests where you basically rotate through a series of maps, and each map will have like an objective you've got to do in it. So it might say, for example, clear the stage without healing, clear the stage without dying a certain amount of times. And it's basically a different objective each time, and you just get a score as you go through it. It just cycles constantly, but you can like back out every so often. Let's see, well, I'll join this one. If people want to make some more games on different IDs, feel free. That's a good point. Why does he choose yellow on Ep1? I mean, I guess it's kind of a balanced ID, I suppose. I guess you probably don't want an ID for this that's really, you know, that's really focused on one area. Joseph, there's probably a load more people in the lobby. There's enough to make a few games, so if you want to join one of the other games, feel free. Yeah, so check Discord DM. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so it's general good value. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that works. Yeah, so what will happen in this? We'll get I think here, so in this one, this stage, you need to avoid death. So don't die. Don't worry if you do. Oh, by the way, there's a pal rappy. We dropped a hero ability. Yellow ball's privilege. Of course, again, rare enemies outside of rare enemy week. Thanks, game. Thanks, Boink. I'm really going to enjoy that hero ability. They always appear when you don't want them to. Yeah, so if you don't meet the condition, you'll basically just get a points penalty. So yeah, don't worry if you do fail whatever the condition is. Okay, so that was it. So the purple thing will warp you to the next stage. So avoid healing in Ultimate Ruins. Nice. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch to Glide and just gel and everything then. Oh, got a red barrier. I mean, I'll take it. So apparently all the res were in yellow balls. That's what I'm learning here. Yeah, red barrier is really nice. I just need an amplifier of Gifoy to go with it. Yeah, I guarantee at some point one of us will forget about the rule and we'll get a penalty, but yeah, don't worry about the penalties because it is literally just for score. So no penalties, nice. Also, we are against time, if you haven't noticed, so you do get time added on for completing stages. Avoid taking damage. This is going to be very difficult. With Sinnohs, yeah, alright. I don't think I'm avoiding taking damage in Ultimate Mines. No, there we go. Immediately took damage. Also, yeah, avoid taking damage from the invisible robots. Oh, I got PD'd on a Mazer Beam. I'm actually quite glad about that. Why is it I got basically no res all stream, and as soon as we switch to yellow balls, they all start dropping? Yeah, no damage, by the way. Yeah, sometimes you'll get stages that is very difficult to... Yeah, we got 16 penalties. Avoid healing. That's not too bad here. Oh, that's a nice drop someone got. Heart of Del Saber's Buster. That's cool. See, I was going to use Rest of that, but then I remembered. Yeah, we should do more Endless, really. They're just a cool idea. I really like them. I just always kind of forget they're there. That was a very easy surge. Avoid death and defeat all the enemies within 75 seconds for a bonus. I like that. Avoid death immediately. Pika dies. To be fair, you are level 94 for new world in Ultimate Ruins. I know how that feels. It feels like the game playing a joke at that point. It's like, I see you have a really low level 4 new world. Be a shame if it was avoid death. That was a very delayed spawn. Yeah, I mean, I guess one strat you could use is to stay down if you die, but to be fair, I'm the one reviving them, so the thing is, you know, if they're alive, they get an experience. So we got 2 penalties, but we did get a bonus to the score for defeating that within 75 seconds, so it's all good. Avoid healing. There are more like rules than this as well. We just seem to get the same ones a lot. Does reviving count as healing? I'm assuming it does because it's restoring your health, but we'll find out. I actually have no idea if that counts or not, but yeah, we will find out in a minute. This quest is taking so long, it's endless. I know, it's almost as if it's endless. For what it's worth, there is sort of break points where you get intermissions where you can back out. Yeah, so 1 penalty, so either someone healed or the revive counted as a heal. I'm pretty sure the revive probably counts as a heal. Avoid taking damage. Good luck. did give us some invincibility right at the start, which was nice. You see, I'm going to say, Vector, that you didn't take damage there. Because you just got instant killed, so I'm going to say that's not taking damage. Also, why is it picking ruins all the time? I have no idea what that sorcerer was doing. Great camera view there, by the way, again. Really helpful, that. It is very scary not being able to heal when there's Belras there. I basically just can't move. The cam is as much your enemy as the mobs in this game. True. Belra arm spam, take no damage, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, take no damage while we constantly spam you with these. Avoid healing. For anyone with text, I like to use Zonda to snap aim at mobs without moving. Yeah, that's actually one really good use of Zonda. I know it's not a tech you use that often, but because it does lock on, you can kind of use it to, if you need to do something without moving, you can use it to like get a quick lock on. There's a couple of other things that do the same as well, but yeah, you can do it with Zonda. So like if I see how I turned around there. Is that one of the few benefits of Zonda? Because generally the simple text are just not that great. Well, we've got a penalty, so... Oh, hey, we're actually in forest. Avoid healing. I swear to God if we get another power uppy. Yeah, good for rappies as well. I mean, for rappies, I tend to just run away and then use something like Rafoy or something, but yeah, you could use Zonda to quick turn around. Do not underestimate the fun you will for you in Barter with Summit Moon or the Mono Element Cairn thingy. She's a Darfall Slayer. Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, that's kind of one of the very few use cases for the basic attacks. I mean, yeah, with the fun you will, you are going to use those on files for sure. Someone hasn't interacted with this. Avoid healing. Good start. Love maxed out for you, it's just too much fun to hit mobs across 2 national borders. Okay, I'm not going to heal my TP in case there's an intermission next. No, avoid healing. Keeps giving us the same ones over and over again. There are more than this, honestly. I mean, it's not that the simple attacks are really bad necessarily, it's just that when you get to higher level, you tend to find you just use the Gi and Ra attacks a lot more. Because typically in most areas you're going to be fighting large groups of enemies, so... There's definitely, like, sort of niche uses for them though, for sure. They do shine in Challenger mode, I'll give them that. Mainly because you don't have much other options. Yeah, and this is fun. Maybe I should do it more often. Nice, no penalties, cool. Avoid death. I was expecting that to just immediately spawn like 20 Ob Lilies. Luna said, avoid death. Not if I have anything to do with it. Alright, we can get Heaven Puncher doing this. 1 in 150k from Assassins, nice. Easy. Oh, Branch of Paku. Big res, big res. Avoid death, I mean, it's forest. I feel avoid death in forest is a fairly generous one. Easy. Avoid healing. Please don't spawn any Barons. Yeah, the stages are kind of randomized, yeah. I don't know if there's like set ones it can go to and it just picks from like a list of possible stages, or if they are truly randomized, but yeah, it's a really cool idea. I'm pretty sure there's something similar in PSO2. I know there's endless quests in PSO2, but I don't know if they work like this or not. It's been a while since I've done them. I really don't like no healing in mines. Nice. Avoid taking damage and defeat the enemies in 60 seconds. Should stress that the 60 seconds thing is like a bonus. We just get more points if we can do it. feels like Tyrell's ego again. Nice, we beat the bonus. I got a cross scarf from a Rappy, which I'm not even going to pick up. Avoid death. I mean, you say avoid death. Every time, man. I mean, I'm not saying anything, you know, it is very low level for this area, but yeah. It was just very, very funny me saying avoid death and then turning around and seeing you dead. Oh god. Maybe I spoke too soon. You can't do avoid death and then give me barons. Death avoided. So I think it's fair to say that this stage has not gone particularly well. Love mines. I love mines apart from the Baron's deaths. Barons are just incredibly cheap in this game. Christmas event has already ended. It ended earlier today, apparently. But it is still red. It's right now rare drop week, so it's still 125% rare drops. Avoid losing Mazetta. So this is a new one. So you might wonder what that means. It essentially means don't use charge. Yeah, Funnual HP is a real big problem, particularly in later ultimate. I think you're right, Drac, though. I think Heavenly HP is a really good one for Funnual early on. I tend to ditch it at a higher level, but yeah, for early Funnual, Heavenly HP is really good. Just because she has so little HP to stand, you know, by standard. To be fair, I don't have a great deal of HP. I don't know why she decided to lock onto that island that was like the other side of the map, but thanks for that. You could lock onto the Del Saber that's directly in front of you. Target in this game drives me nuts sometimes. Yeah, it's very old school. To be honest, I kind of feel it's like something that they've never really got right. Because even now in NGS I still struggle with targeting sometimes. Avoid taking damage, and it's ultimate mines again. I mean, avoid taking damage in ultimate mines is pretty much impossible if you're going to give me a Barons. Yeah, the targeting in PSO definitely takes some getting used to for sure. Kind of get like an instinct for how to target things in this. Particularly if you're playing a Ranger. I think Ranger is probably one of the harder classes to get used to initially if you've never played before. Because you have to kind of work out the angle you need to turn at to shoot things sometimes. But once you play it for a while, you just get used to it. Yeah, again, avoid taking damage, by the way. Yeah, good luck with that. Avoid taking damage from the invisible ninja robots. Sure. I heard Barons described perfectly one time. One of the few enemies that get more dangerous as you level up. Yeah, definitely. That is not wrong. There's a few enemies like that, but Barons are probably the most infamous ones. Avoid taking damage, turn around and Pika is dead. I mean, if he's dead, he's not taking damage on the floor, I guess. Yeah, we're just messing Pika. Avoid death and it's ult mines again. Why is it so intent on giving us mines? Yeah, you're probably no nimble, but yeah, the reason the Barons is getting more dangerous is just because once you get to a certain point, they stop knocking you down with the missiles. So you just take all the missiles. It's the same for a few other things like Sam Million's the same as well with the tornadoes. Thankfully, it is only a few enemies that do that. I'm going to assume we're going to get an intermission soon, I would guess. Oh, it's area 19 out of 20, yeah. So I'm guessing this will either be an intermission or a boss, and then we'll probably have an intermission then. Yeah, and as they get lower HP, they send more than enough missiles to rip your HP back to shreds in an instant, yeah. Avoid taking damage. I mean, I feel that's doable, unless the dragon lands on someone. I mean, the dragon's getting shredded. I guess just stand away from it a bit when it tries landing. Did Vector get hit that? Or you could let the dragon land on you. I mean, I respect that. Oh, we got a dragon's claw. Amazing. The game heard that I wanted the Naze Claw earlier on and was like, don't worry, I got you hooked up. Yeah, so we just finished the first lap as well, so that's really good timing as well, actually. Yeah, so basically the way this works is... Did someone just enter the teleporter? I don't know if they did. But basically enter this teleporter here if you want to continue. And you basically just keep doing those laps. But if you don't want to continue, you can just quit out. So because it's, you know, because of the time, we'll probably end there. But yeah, that is the Endless quest for those who haven't seen it before. They're really cool. Vecti, you mistech this branch of Paku Paku. How could you? Not that it matters at all. Oh, there you go. He's teched it properly. Yeah, I do not need a branch of Paku Paku, so if anyone else wants that, feel free. I like that Irene's here and just saying, oh, the teleporter's broken, so I can't get in the principal's office. But yeah, that is the Endless quest. They're really, really cool type of quests. They're kind of hard to hunt things in because obviously the areas are kind of randomized, so it makes it harder to reliably hunt a specific item. But if you've got an ID that has a pretty good spread of items, maybe it's something you want to do. But yeah, I think we will probably call things there for today, I think. So I mentioned in the community post, there should be a YouTube video coming. It's probably going to be either later in the week or beginning of the following week. So there should be a video coming relatively soon. There will be a stream on Wednesday as usual, which will be some more Front Mission. We'll figure a bit further through the story then. And then next Sunday, I think the plan was to maybe do PSU because I think the post-boost events... the post-event boost, sorry, should be up on Clementine. So I guess we can check out PSU then. So yeah, if you play Clementine PSU, feel free to join us next Sunday if you want to join for that. Yeah, we will call things there for today. Congrats to, not forgetting the Mother Guard Plus as well. Really nice drop. But yeah, we'll end there for today. If you have enjoyed the stream, please consider either liking, subscribing, or join as a member if you want to. Thank you for the bits, Vector. Much appreciated. You can also follow us up on my X or Bluesky for the time being. For those of you who may have seen the news, the UK government is currently considering banning X, so we'll see how that goes. You can also join the Discord server as well, so there should be a link to that underneath the video player. So feel free to join us over there as well. Yeah, whatever you're doing, have a great week, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for some Front Mission 3. See you guys.